I want to talk about market share and break down market share and what's happening to our scene now. Sorry, my cat just moves mad. Like, so I just leave her. I can't be bothered. Every time I pick her up, bring her down, she comes back up there. So she can do what she's doing right now. But I want to talk about market share, like the power of growth, and that the scene is changing. You're gonna see it. You're seeing, and it's amazing to see. And I will give people their flowers and just understand what's happening. So last year, Tanks started doing updates, daily updates of what's going on in our scene. You get me? And look, sometimes you gotta understand there's a lot of, we're all toxic to a certain extent. So we like to hear what's going on with drama. You know what I mean? We like to hear what's going on with drama. We're all toxic. So some of the thumbnails, or most of the thumbnails, when we put them together, or boom, 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 you need to look at the education around it. Do you know what I mean? You need to look at what's happening or learn from what's gone on for what we're speaking about. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when you make these titles and it's a positive titles, no one don't care. But anyway, Tanks has started this scene. You get me? Obviously, you got YouTubers that has spoken topics, but they haven't done it like Tanks. They haven't done the full breakdowns. I go to Tanks when it comes to a full breakdown, and I can understand and get what I need. With me, last year, it was a hard year for me. Last year was a hard year for me. And I thought, you know what? In order to build things back, I have to start from scratch. I'm going to build my own personal brand. And just to kind of, because you know what? Flipping Made You Think broke it down perfect. So even before I go into this, I want to kind of go to Made You Think's page. Okay, he did kind of break it down, and big respect to Made You Think as well. He's like he studied this thing. But anyway, just before I get onto it, I'm just waiting for it to load. I thought, you know what, I have to strip things back. It's all well and good. Bounce, all you do is help everyone else's brands. All you do is help everyone else. Like, you actually don't have your own foundation. Like, you need to own your own IP. You need to stop focusing on everyone else, bro, and own your own IP. Because what happens is you start, and what I started realizing, so many people, I always fell out with people for helping people, and then people's like, oh yeah, Bounce is just gonna say that, oh, he helped that person and that person. And I just started realizing, right, actually, I can just put the energy into myself. I can focus on myself. I can put the energy in myself. You get me? Let me just see if this is the post. Yeah, this is the post.
When he had 10K subscribers, he met 2 other people online, and they were on a similar subscriber count. And they decided to themselves, yeah, they're going to dedicate 1,000 days. 1,000 days. 1,000 days is almost 3 years, just for context. No going out, no drinking, no smoking, no girls, and they're going to work for 1,000 days on this YouTube. They were obsessed with YouTube. They said there was time.
So what he's saying, guys, he's talking about MrBeast, you get me? And saying that he's going to work for 1,000 days. So working for 1,000 days, almost 3 years. I just want you to know, this is what Made You Think saying.
I was on the phone to each other for like 10 hours. Like, are you willing to put 1,000 days to your goals? Like that. These are the kind of questions you've got to ask yourself. Like, if you really want to, if you're really chasing greatness, like, are you willing to sit out, come off the grid for 1,000 days, bro? In life is how bad you want it. What are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to lock in? Are you willing to give 1,000 days? This is the #1 YouTuber. He's got over 430 million subscribers now. Success is not an accident. So I'll give Bouncer, for example. I watched Bouncer at the beginning of the year. I watched him on YouTube, said he's going to post a video every single day this year and build his own personal brand. There was times in January he was getting 200 views per video. He's getting 300 views per video. By March, he was still getting those numbers. I didn't get it. I was thinking, this ain't really working, Bouncer. Yeah, this is how I was thinking as an observer. I never said it to him, but that's how I thought it's not working.
But guess what? What Made You Think done? He still supported. He still watched my videos. He still supported. And there's a lot of people that has been there from the 300 videos. that I speak to now, and I give them access to me in terms of speaking to them, because you was a supporter from then. So I will always have time for you. I will never forget. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But when you have a vision, you don't know the outcome of your vision. The only thing you can do is manifest and be consistent and not give up and just keep on going. I told you that I'm gonna drop 365 videos, so it's like one long form video a day. You get me? At the moment, I'm dropping 4 to 5 or 4 a day now, 4 or 5 a day. But so I've gone past even over 1,000 videos on my channel I've dropped. But it's just like keep on going, keep on going.
He kept on going. Bouncer didn't really take up. He had his first spike. I've watched every step of the journey. He had his first spike in April. Remember, he's doing it every day, 7 days a week. Still then, April, he's still stuck at it. April, he had his first spike. When he spoke about the Dig That case. And then look, man, then he went back down to like 1,000 views. He was just getting 1,000 views. And then it was till July when the top 5 thing happened. He documented that got 100K views. And from then, he just hasn't stopped, and he started doing multiple videos a day.
And this is, with me, I openly will give you like the blueprint, because I don't like to gatekeep, and I want to explain to you the power of market share in our culture and owning your own IP. So it's like, for one, because of what happened to top 5, I was one of the first to speak on it. So I just wanted to, the mindset was, make the video, get it out quickly. Look online, make the video, get it out quickly, and it worked, because it got over like 100 and something K views in one day for this authentic short form content. You get me? When I say short form, long form, but so it was like 8. I think it was 11 minutes. But what that done, and what I realized with YouTube algorithm, is once you get one of them videos that really, really does well, it's gonna naturally bring out to more and more people, and then more and more people will start seeing you, more and more people will start seeing you. So then the retention or the viewing ratio, you can now potentially make 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. So after the top 5 thing, I went from making 1 to 2 videos a day to 2, 3, 4 videos a day, and understanding that I've got the audience to now taking that and now giving you lot what you want. And then every time you turn on YouTube now, it's like, oh yeah, boom. I'm building up this thing so much that you can't get rid of me. So it's like, okay, boom. But at the same time, we've got Tanks doing this. We've got myself doing this. We need multiple more people doing it. There's more people doing it, but we need someone like Clue. Now, I'm happy that Clue's jumped in this space and he's doing this, because Clue don't need to he don't need to, for example, support my opinions and everything or whatnot. He might do a video that he don't support that. I'm not sensitive, so I'm not gonna feel a type of way, because I understand that we need 1,000 Clues, we need 1,000 bouncers, we need 1,000 Tankses, we need multiple people in this space to open up, and for market share, for corporations to now to come in and understand that the power is shifted from a narrative on these blog pages in a picture to people understanding and understanding the power of a person, what they're saying, or how the shift is. And you look at America, you look at the academics, the WAC 100s, even if you look at the Trap Lord Ross, bro, that's from the UK, but it's got such a big impact in America. There's another 1,000 of them that you've never heard of, but that's got 200-300 millions of subscribers. You get me? Obviously, yeah, America's got 50 states and blah, 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 blah. So there's a bigger pie, but it's like, I didn't want to, okay, cool, yeah, I'm going to just start making content, American content, and getting in that algorithms, because that bag is mad. I wanted to really add value to UK culture, like UK culture in terms of let you know I can talk about, I don't know, the podcast scene, the pound sterling, winners talking, RTM, Young Spray, Pinky Notes, and let you lot know there's an audience for that. There's an audience for that. So when I start doing the crossovers and start doing multiple videos, you lot can see some headlines and some videos are not going to do better than others, but it still builds it up. So that's my mindset. And in order to do that, it's market share. It can't be one person. In the drill scene, the reason why drill stayed for so long, because there was hundreds of drill artists actually mad talented, actually making hundreds of thousands of pounds and doing amazing things. And there was so much groups and they kept them pushing it. And it created such a big influence. Like we can talk about Plugged In, Danny Press Play, that created such a big influence worldwide in that space. It was influenced. It was so influenced to what man was doing. You get what I'm trying to say? And that was market share. So it's like, for example, if someone then came and signed Press Play Media or that drill, that whole catalog, and it was universal, you get me? Then they own a percentage of the market share that they can now dictate, and they're pumping loads of money around it. So I want you to know, in this space, it might not be me. It might be a corporation, or might be people that come in now and they create their own thingy of updates because of now the new wave of how people perceive media or how they take in media is this.
He hasn't looked back. The point I'm saying is, even including myself, are you willing to stick something every day, 7 days a week, and it's not working till July? He was 7 months in by then. 7 months in, bro, and he was doing it every single day. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's going to take longer than 7 months. You know? When I started, it made you think, I just locked everything off, bro. I said, I want to change my life, and I was doing it 7 days a week, bro. Wasn't getting paid, fam. And if you run these pages, bro, you just have to understand how much content you got to consume. You've got to dedicate your life to consuming content and giving it to people. Before, there were no such thing. There wasn't bare things as short form content. You actually had to go and watch all the content.
And that there, what made you think is saying is crazy, bro. Like back then when he was starting his page, you couldn't go on TikTok and take that clip and put that clip and then give you insights and that. You had to go listen to interviews, watch interviews, and then write things down. Like, I'm forever writing things down. I'm forever looking at this. I'm forever sitting down watching someone's interview. And the time and effort that goes in is mad. Els. The time and effort that goes in. Training. Yeah, I'm gonna come. Wait for me. The time and effort that goes in is crazy. And I just said, you know what? 7 months, 1 year, 2 years, I'm building up my personal brand. I know, I looked at Young Philly, I looked at Chunks, I looked at both, I looked at their stuff, yeah, obviously, and I said, look, it took them 3, 4 years, 5 years to even get to their peak. It took them 5 years to get to their peak. Them, like, 5 years of YouTube retention, guys, of dropping content. And in my head, I'm saying, look, I'm 9 months in. In the next 3 years, you lot are gonna appreciate and understand that. But in the next 3 years, we're gonna see a whole load of people that are gonna jump into this space. And I urge you lot. Remember, I know, look, here's the pros. The pros, you lot jump in this space and we grow the scene and we add market share. The cons is many of you lot are gonna jump in this space and then you'll probably come for me, or you probably come for Tanks, or your commentary might be a slander of what man's doing, but it still adds to market share. You get me? So it still adds to culture currency. And I want you lot to understand that. So once you understand that, you disattach yourself from the whole feelings of it, you're unstoppable. You know?
Cut it up. You got to listen to all the music to review it. It's a lot of dedication. It looks easy, but it's a lot of dedication. I was doing it for not getting paid for about 1.5 years, 2 years, 7 days a week. So it's how bad you want it, bro. You know. And now I'm at this transition where I want to go for the next phase. So it's going to require new skills. It's going to require new commitments. And it's going to require new levels of locking in, bro. But it's how bad you want it. Like I said, success leaves clues. You can learn from other people's stories. A man dedicated 1,000 days, bro. With 3 other guys, they've locked in, and he goes, they all hit 1 million subscribers similar times. He dedicated 1,000 days, remember that.
dedicate 1,000 days. Imagine that. So I'm on my journey and I'm dedicating it. And made you think it shows. You get me? No drinking, no smoking, no girls, boom, 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 boom. And that's man's philosophy. I done a live stream yesterday with Jay Avalanche. And he's like, why ain't got no gal in the villa and boom, 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 the party? And that's what people want to live that. But I live that YouTube world. You get me? The YouTube head down, lock in, wake up, have a routine. And it's easy for me to have a routine because I've been in prison for 10 years. So I know about wake up, have a boring life, boom, 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 weekends, do what I need to do. And my cheat code is I'm 3-4 hours ahead of you lot. So when you lot are going to bed at 3 a.m, I'm praying Fajr and I'm up and I'm here looking in, watching this, doing this, creating this. So I'm able to produce 4 to 5 videos. And I'm at that mark at the moment because of the retention. What's going to happen is when I get another spike of a video that got 250k views in a day or whatnot, then I now know I can open up the door more and do 6, 7, 8 videos a day, you get me, and keep it coming and keep it coming. So what I'm going to say to you guys is sometimes people even reach out to me and I'm forever turning people down because they don't. Sometimes you have to value your worth. I'm not an influencer. I'm a key person of influence. So stop hitting me up to tell me to promote this, to do that, to get a commission. I don't need your commission. I can do what I'm doing and own my own IP and be happy with the money that I'm making and making sure that everything stays within value. Now, when the big boys come or these big corporates or the tech companies and they see that you own a percentage of market share, these people are going to come and be like, you know what? We're going to give you a 3 million contract. Do you know? Because they know your power. So when you're doing promo online or you're doing these things for £300 or £500 or £60, these corporates will look at that and be like, this is your value. So this is what we're going to deal with you like a little boy. So I want you to understand the power, of owning market share. And sometimes market share is deemed as a whole. It's a whole. So you have to understand what you're creating. So yeah, I'm locked in. I said maybe, you get me, hopefully in 1,000 days you lot will appreciate what I'm doing for the culture and that. But understand there's a new wave of how people take in content. It's changed. Click the link in bio as well. You can listen to me. You can download my podcast if you're training and whatnot. I've nearly got 1,000 hits. So if you can just download it, listen to me on Spotify. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and get ready for Ache. Let me break this down. Internet ready. And yo, my people, I've trademarked every single one of them. I've got merch coming. You get me? So get ready. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.